All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rush in. Pilot, 64, weak. Right on.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw on second down, Francis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch 15. Mark 15.
From the gun, Francis. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Yo, go.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my
Five.
Looking to throw. Francis. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Francis. And he's got his target. That's more. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Down. 8, read. Now. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
X3, 218, chopper.
check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, exit.
54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Francis. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Record.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
70, Indy.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
We ain't giving up. Bravo. Snap.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
General West.
Slam.
Here's second and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Check.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Find the mic.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
22-jet bomber. Undercrunch.
Back. Whip.
Go out.
Check.
Hit it.
A run for Nick Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. Third and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. Francis. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's James. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Ready?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons... push further out in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hang out, bam, nice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Let's go double count right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Double count.
And the Saints first down.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
6-6, pull it high.
Sponge. No.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Francis. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Hey, Haywood. Be grip.
Looking to throw. Francis. And he's taken down here by the Saints. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Here we go, D.
Greystone travel. Hey, box drop.
Again. Watch twist.
Get it.
Back to throw. Francis. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, zoom.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Snap.
From the gun, Francis. All bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Move. 4 down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Under 10.
Tip go.
A give running right is Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Show it up. 4 down.
Alert.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Go down. Check. One flat.
Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
At the 9-yard line.
Green 80.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Check.
Hold up. Come on, Dad.
Check.
Got it.
Slam.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson flushed out right. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football. Now
the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Chubb running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. 5.
2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defensively.
Certainly felt like the defense decided to answer what the offense was doing. Okay, you're doing pretty well there. Guess what? We're going to bring some pressure. See if you can handle that. And they got to him on 2nd down, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Advantage defense.
It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Throwing on 1st down. Francis. And going deep for Hill. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Francis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here we go. Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike. 50 down.
Looking to throw. Francis. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. On 1st down, Francis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Check. Hey, Delta.
To throw on second down, Francis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hey, seam six. Check. Watch. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Francis. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Touchdown, Falcons! Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, exit. 54.
I'm here all day. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Hey.
Hey, watch that.
Bravo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Francis going. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check.
On third down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
22 jet bomber. Hey, high 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw on second down. Francis. They shakes him, and the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Don't get nervous. Protein spill. Get it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 5. Hey, I'm coming.
Now.
On 4th down, Francis. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go on.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Check, waiting.
Check 52, come on.
Hey, 0.
Mike 52. Go. Mike 52. I'm coming.
Still got 4 down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Topper, topper! Hey, zoo!
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. And let's get it.
On 4th down, Francis. That one complete to Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Single receiver.
Throwing now is Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
You draw quarters. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Slam.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
Back to throw. Francis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Francis. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, Francis. They complete it to Hill. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Mike 15. Mike 15. Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Hey, echo.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Francis to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, know I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. concentration, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.